backtrack. I couldn't make any progress because people just kept taking you out. And it's like, man. And while I can't necessarily argue with them because that is the more efficient way to do it than opposed to sitting there doing all your own mining, you may as well go take this guy out who's been mining all night and only takes me 2 seconds. But when it was the same, like, couple of people every time, that's where I was like, all right, now I'm being, like, sniped out. That wasn't cool. I might. Oh, shit, I'm getting hungry. Oh, we might need to switch over to some biplanes here. We're going to do the GPU after this. My money on my mind. And we're still on the grind, because yo, I'm feeling my style, I'm feeling my flow. So yeah, how exactly do you get to these, to the journey quests? Like I went to the, I don't know, I think I'm going to it in the wrong way. I should have enough to get up there. Ooh, he got him with a missile. Ooh, he had fire bombs on him. I could see the napalm. That was cool. Look, I done came up and I ain't changed. I thought that you'd be happy I made it. Damn, everybody's got missiles. Oh, thanks, bud. That'll help. I'm in the heavens, exile into making love. And I probably will go check out that virus thing, too. I did. My finger slipped in that turn, if that's what you were asking about, yeah. Well, that doesn't happen very often. My hand doesn't twitch so much that way as it does in my wrist lately, which is kind of weird. Like, it'll twitch like that, like across, which is kind of odd. I usually had that happen. Oh, god damn it. Right when I roll out. Oh, well. Now we can get to the GPU. At least I got somebody. Fuck, man. With the silent B. Bit you perfectly. All right. Let's take a look at a GPU. I'm sure everybody in here knows everything there pretty much is to know about a GPU. And I am really curious to see how this one does with today's games and DCS and all that, because it is just an 8 gig card, so we'll see how it does. If it was left to my devices, I would have gotten the 16 gig version. But beggars can't be choosers, and I'm stoked to even have a 5060. And it is the overclock version, so at least we're getting a good clock out of it. I'm just going to have to probably be kind of careful with some of my settings and whatnot. But it'll be fun to do the testing on it. All right, we'll go back and forth between this cam and the other one, because this one's mirrored. That's the one thing I don't like about mirroring it, is in you can't, like, read stuff. Not cool. That's because you do. All right, let's see what we got here. You dance like those assholes I see in old Molly Ringwald movies. I think you're as uncool as me. and I dance. Hey, we got another mod done. Nice. I think you're as uncool as me, and I dance. Yay! This is one of my favorite boxes. Hasn't changed much since the last video card I opened. Yes, it looks pretty standard. What you guys kind of see here. Pretty standard across most of the companies as well. This is going to be all of our manuals and probably drivers and such. Which, do we even get a driver disc anymore? Nope, everything's online now. Please read through that. I will. Oh, 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 oh. Nice, everything looks really good. What is this? Some piece of swag. It's like a Velcro patch. Pretty cool. Oh, nice. Alright, I was told that this was a used card, but it looks pretty sealed still to me. I just peeled it up a little bit, but it didn't look like it's even been peeled off before. So it may just have been opened for inspection. Because, yeah, that definitely hasn't been pulled off before. Nice. I have to check it. I think it's not all that often. It could be more often, that's for sure. Sweet. I do like how they put a nice protector on the PCB connection. We've got one HDMI, 4 display ports. They got nice plugs in there to keep the connectors in good shape. That's nice. Ooh, they even have a... It looks like there's a protective film on the back plate. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Can you see how shiny that is? There's actually some film protecting that, as well as all the way around the GPU actually has a protective film to peel off. Very cool. Because we get it on every day and every night. Looks very good. All the heat sinks look good. The fan looks good. This is definitely a single connector, so my gosh. Some of the newer ones, you know, are more. Very nice. I'm happy it's got that protective plastic on there. Makes me more okay with handling it during the build process. They call themselves players. Yep, just the 8-pin. This one's just the 8-pin. Hands up, not hands down. That's what I'm gonna pull out next and look, because I am kind of curious about some of the numbers on this. There's not a lot of information on the box. Hands up, my hands down. breakfast with them biscuit every day and every night. Sweet. Well, that's a pleasant surprise as far as that it was still sealed up in there. I could tell that it had kind of been open, so I emailed him when I got it just to make sure no one had like gone through it. He was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I think it was on display or something. It was the only one we could get." I'm like, "Oh, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure." But it looks like it's still, everything is still all sealed up, so that's really nice. All right, let's see what we get here. Now you must need some kind of an adapter because this is showing DVI and stuff, but there's no connectors for that. Click is heard. Yep, they all my motherboard has all the quick slots, so. And it was just a single 8-pin, which is easy. All those came with our power supply. We've got 1200 watt power supply, so we should have plenty for this. Wow, come on, guys. That's it? Really? Well, that is slightly disappointing, but everything has moved online nowadays. It's all the instructions that you get. What I basically showed you, and then having to do with the power connector, which, of course, we were just talking about. I can remember anything. Using any compatible cable, connect your display device to the... Why would it be showing DVI and D-sub? Even if... Do they even make a connector for DVI anymore? Like, there's no adapter you can get to go from DVI to HDMI or DisplayPort. They do? Yeah, that's pretty bad. DVI hasn't been around for a minute. Ironically, that one monitor that I have still has DVI on it, but it also has HDMI, and I don't think it has DisplayPort. And I would say, especially for your computers, go ahead and invest in some DisplayPort stuff, because you can't daisy chain the HDMI stuff. Am I right on that? You can't, like, if you're using HDMI cables, you can't, like, daisy chain those, but you can with the DisplayPort. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Minus the audio. Yeah, there you go. Are pretty updated. Lower end ones, yeah. And this is still an 8 gig one, so this one's definitely been around for a little while. DVI can, just no audio, and that makes sense. That makes sense. That's kind of why I didn't think there were any adapters, because I'm like, doesn't it not carry everything that HDMI does? And then what do you know about HDCP? That's just like, is that when it's carrying like encrypted information, the HDCP part? DVI-A can't. But that's an obscure, yeah, ancient. The other one it had in there I hadn't even seen for forever. Sweet. Everything's ready to go. Where's my RAM at, Patriot? I just need to know. I just need to know for sure if you're sending it or not. I just need to know if it's coming or not. I just need a yes or no.